Hey guys, this is Shannon from Skip to My Life, and on today's episode, I will show you 10 incredible ideas for Christmas gift baskets, $5 and under. Let's go. If you love to live an upscale lifestyle on a downsized budget, I am here for you at Skip to My Life. Well, our first project under $5 is a Bath & Body Works candle holder dupe. Now for this project, you will need 3 of these little polar bears. These come from Dollar Tree and they are plant holders. They also came in several other little winter animals, a penguin, a cardinal, and a seal. You'll also need a round salad plate. Now I purchased this one from Dollar Tree. You can find them at thrift stores, probably a little bit cheaper, but just a plain white plate is best. I also used some of this gingham ribbon that I found, I believe it was at Walmart last year, and some other embellishments I'm going to show you, but those are completely optional to how you want this project to look. To create this little Bath & Body Works dupe candle holder, we're going to turn that salad plate upside down, and we're going to mark at equal distances for our polar bears with a dry erase marker. Next, I will take some Super Bond super glue, and I would recommend that you also use hot glue on this project, but we're just going to attach that salad plate turned upside down on this area right under that polar bear's chin. I'm going to show you the side view for this project, and you will see that that contact space is actually very, very narrow. So if I had to do this again, I would probably put something in that little circular hole where the plant goes just to stabilize that plate a bit more. Next, to hide the writing on the bottom of that plate, I just painted it with white chalk paint. And next, I'm going to embellish these polar bears with some scatter from Dollar Tree. All these embellishments that I'm adding are totally a matter of taste. This project really costs only $4, but I am zhuzhing it up just a little bit by adding some glitter to the top. I wanted it to have the effect of the northern lights. So I sprinkled various colors of blue and silver glitter from a little packet that I got at Dollar Tree. Once I was finished and it was completely dry, I just attached that with some school glue and let it dry completely. And then over the top, once I've shaken off all the excess glitter, I am just gonna pour a bottle of clear nail polish from Dollar Tree to seal it off really well. Now this is not a gift basket in the conventional sense, but you could definitely surround it with cellophane and your little candle, and it would make a wonderful, low budget, high quality gift. Our next project is more traditional Christmas, and this is what I'm going to call a mug of cheer. I started with this little Santa Claus mug that I purchased at the thrift store for 88 cents, and now I am just emptying a packet of hot chocolate into a Ziploc bag with some chocolate chips and making it look just a little bit fancy by attaching a string to the top of it and then just cutting along that top zipper portion. I'll use the same idea with some candy cane shaped marshmallows from Dollar Tree, as well as one of the peppermint stirring spoons. I know that prices are really high and money is tight this year, so I wanted to give you all a variety of ideas for gift giving, even for those people that you may not feel like are in your budget this year. If you're new to Skip to My Life, thanks so much for coming over. We have so much fun here, and I'm so glad you checked us out. Now I'll be adding some finishing touches by putting some of the Christmas scatter from Dollar Tree on each of these items. I chose 2 white snowflakes and 1 little Santa boot that's red. I would estimate the cost of this gift to be about $3, so it is definitely within our $5 and under budget. For the finishing touches, I will cut a piece of pool noodle to fit inside that little mug, and this makes it easier for me to stuff some black polka dotted tissue paper around, and then insert all 3 of those delicious and yummy items. Our next idea is a gingerbread bag, and I got this idea from Pinterest. Here are some variations on the theme we're going to do. But first I wanted to start with this gingerbread cookie mix that I found at Dollar Tree. I am just gonna mix up a batch of this and let you all see how it turned out. Now for this quick and easy to make mix, I am going to be adding my own personal touch by using this vintage cookie cutter. This belonged to my mom, and it is, I believe, the only thing I still have from her kitchen. So it's a very special little Christmas item to me. Let's get started by making our little gift basket out of a simple paper bag. Now you're going to want to work with the side that does not have the seam on it. You'll start by folding over about 2 inches of the top, and this is going to form the tiles of a roof. Now you can make this look however pleases you, but the finishing touch is cutting a little ridge on that top. And then you can either put your mix and your little cookie cutter inside, and voila, you have a beautiful and really inexpensive little gift basket. Or the second variation is to use it as a cookie gift giving bag. And I decided to show you that variation as well. I used a black Sharpie and a white chalk marker to make it look like icing. And then the finishing touch was a little clothespin for the chimney. Now, if you have several of these things already on hand, this project really comes in at less than $2, and so many people on your gift list would be delighted to receive this. Our next gift is something that is so simple. Even if you feel like you're craft challenged, people will definitely be impressed by this gift. You'll start with a 5 by 7 inch frame, which you can purchase at Dollar Tree, and then you'll want to purchase a greeting card that you really love. Now this one, I felt like the graphic was timeless and it would last from year to year, even going up into January and the winter months past Christmas. Dollar Tree sells these plastic snowflakes in packets of 10 each. There's a larger size and a smaller size, and I am simply gluing those to this frame. I have to tell you that this project is addictive, and you will find yourself wanting to make many of these. If you've been with me at Skip to My Life for a while, welcome back. You all mean the world to me. I absolutely love your comments and getting to know you all better. I don't know about you all, but during the holidays, our family has a hard time keeping drink cups separated. So I decided to make a practical gift of a drink station. We're going to take 4 of the Dollar Tree cups. They come 4 for $1. I also found this chalkboard paper. Now, if you can't find this exact product, you can always find labels or chalkboard little signs from Dollar Tree in the craft section. These happen to measure 2 by 3 inches. Next, to get those labels to stick, I'm just taking some nail polish remover and running it over the cup where I plan to stick that little chalkboard marker. Now this chalkboard paper box came with its own chalk, but I chose to include a chalk marker instead. And you can put whatever drinks you like in there. I thought that the little B&BW red single serve drinks were fun, but I decided to make this an iced coffee beverage station. So I'm taking some Starbucks drinks and tying them together along with some striped straws. We'll use that same trick of putting a pool noodle inside the cups and then stuffing the tissue paper around it. I originally thought I would write some things on these cups, but I really just wasn't happy with my handwriting, to be honest with you. So I ended up erasing that and just making the cups blank. We'll top it off with some of those peppermint spoons, and depending on the drinks you include, this little drink station would be well under $5. Here's an elegant idea for a $5 and under gift. First, I want to show you this little trick. I always save the lids to various items, especially high-end candles. I never throw those lids away. But also, if I just have mismatched containers, I often save lids for projects like this. So you'll need a wine glass. I got mine at Dollar Tree. You'll need a lid, and you'll need one of those little bottle brush trees. We'll start by hot gluing the bottle brush tree to the very center of the lid and then measuring where it comes inside that wine glass. I did need to cut off just a little bit from the top of the Christmas tree. It didn't really make any visual difference. And now I'm adding some of the tiny scattered gold balls that I purchased from Dollar Tree. Next, I attached the base to the top with some glue gun and hot glue. And this is just fine as is, but of course I decided to embellish it a little bit. I added a ribbon around the base to hide some of that hot glue, and then I got going with some of this Dollar Tree scatter. Now, let me tell you that in my opinion, Dollar Tree scatter is the best value out there because it comes in handy for so many crafting and decor projects. We'll finish this candle holder off with a big gold bow from ribbon that I purchased at Dollar Tree. And now this project comes in at about $4, well within our budget, and it makes a beautiful gift. If high dollar hand soaps are not in your budget this year, we are going to dupe them for a fraction of the price, starting with some wonderful hand soaps from Dollar Tree. They come in all different shapes and colors. I'll show you a foaming hand soap in blue and a regular hand soap in white, and we'll start by using a hairdryer to take off those labels. If you have any remaining sticky residue, just take a little cotton ball with some alcohol and it will come right off. Next, we'll be using some of those plastic snowflakes from Dollar Tree again. We will just take a larger one and glue gun it to the center of that soap dispenser and then put one little bead of that silver scatter in the middle. Now to top it off, we're going to put an adorable little ribbon bow, but that is totally optional. These would make great mailman, teacher, neighbor, or extended family member gifts, or maybe just for that person who stops by unannounced and you need a gift at an unexpected moment. Comment below and let me know who you are thinking of giving some of these gifts to. I am so curious. For our white soap dispenser, I am going to be using some of these window clings from the Dollar Tree, and I just thought that this little pink flamingo was so adorable. So all I did was add it to the front of this bottle. It just clung right on there, and added a cute little bow. I also purchased this at Dollar Tree, and then I put some Mod Podge on top just to seal it. Now, you may want to put some spray glue or some school glue underneath as well. You'll just have to judge how well that is sticking. And for about $2 each, you could wrap these in cellophane or you could stick them in a larger gift basket and make everyone on your list delighted. Back when my kids were home, I would spend hours in the kitchen making all kinds of yummy Christmas treats, but I have to admit that nowadays I would rather purchase them. Comment below and let me know if you're right there with me. So I started with this adorable little clear bowl from Dollar Tree and these yummy cookies. Now they have really upped their game on what they're carrying for Christmas cookies this year. We'll also be using about half a strand of garland and some of that Christmas scatter. Maybe you've noticed by now, but the trick of these gifts is really all in the presentation. So we are going to start by glue gutting some of that Dollar Tree garland to the shape of this bowl to form a little evergreen nest for our cookies. Comment below and let me know if you will be doing any Christmas baking this year or if you're going to go my direction and buy your Christmas treats. I really like the fact that each of these little cookie packets was individually wrapped, so it does give you a little bit of portion control, but also people aren't dipping their hand in and out and spreading germs. So for all those reasons, I decided to go with pre-wrapped cookies. Now the rest is just up to you and how it pleases your eye to arrange these, but I did love that I found these adorable Santa garlands. There were 6 Santas on a string, and I just topped the basket off with some of that Christmas scatter glue gunned on. I stuffed in a little bit more garland on the edges, and then Mr. Santa is the finishing touch. This is my second gift basket video this year, and I'm gonna attach my first one down below. So if you need to know how to really wrap up a gift basket, all the instructions are included. You're gonna wanna watch that first video. This next idea is a great one if you have kids coming through your house, or maybe you have a little class at church or at school or a preschool. You'll just want to start with one of the Dollar Tree Christmas trees, get it all shaped from the box, and then get going with some of your favorite candy. Now this is a holiday lifesaver mix, and it said the various flavors. I really wasn't sure. It came in a purple, a red, and a green. I couldn't figure out which flavors went with which colors, but they sure do look cute. I just started glue gunning little lifesavers to each of those branches. Now, here's where you can decide how much you want to spend on this project. I really limited it to about $3 for my treats, but you could get a little bit more expensive with some chocolates or other higher end candies if that's what you decide to do. Now tell me what your favorite childhood candy was. Pop Rocks is one of my very favorite childhood candies. So I'm adding 3 of those packets in this holiday design from Dollar Tree. And then to the trunk of that tree, we are adding some Dum Dums. To tie it all together, we'll be adding some Christmas scatter throughout. And I'm gonna finish it up by adding a little gold scatter ball to each branch of this candy tree. And for well under $5, you could have a beautiful little candy tree or make it an Advent tree for your Christmas celebration. Our last $5 and under gift basket idea features these Danish butter cookies from Dollar Tree. Now these sell out really quickly, so if you like this, you're gonna wanna go and pick some of those up. We will also be using a nutcracker from Dollar Tree. The nutcrackers come in various styles, and I have bejeweled mine from a project that I did last year, but you can just use it plain or you can decorate it if you'd like. We're also going to be using one of those extra candle lids. Now I'll start by glue gunning that onto the top of the cookie tin. Next we'll attach our nutcracker with glue gun onto the top of that candle holder lid, but slightly to the left because we're also going to put a candy bar in his left arm. I love these Lindor chocolates because they're just exactly the right size. And then we'll finish it off with a ribbon around the tin and a little sash around the nutcracker. For about $4, you have a wonderful and tasty, cute treat. Thanks so much for coming along on today's episode. Don't forget, comment below and let me know your favorite idea from today. And until we see each other next time, I hope you remember that you bring something very special to our world.